Hey. So here's what I'm trying to show you. When I bought these, two different types, look, two different brands apparently, but they seem like they've been made in the same factory. Slightly different circuit boards in the two. So there's one like that, and this was the first lot I bought. So slightly different circuit boards, but exactly the same. I would say they've come from the same factory, just slightly different build. They both, one stated, I think that one, like this one is stated has an 1800 mAh, and that one is stated as 2000 mAh, but it's total rubbish. They're basically 500. They're basically 500 mAh. Now what I did is, because it's winter months and they're pretty flat from when you buy them, really, they don't last very long. Obviously no sun, not a lot of sun in this weather, this time of year, so I thought, oh, I'll take them out and give them a charge myself. So what I've done is I've got a bit of a technique, and I'll show you. It's quite a simple technique. I'll put this bit in, well, I won't put it in speedy, because that way you can actually see how I do it. Now this one is done, that one's ready to go, and as you can see, fully working. The sensor on them is fantastic. That's the only reason I decided to play with them, to recharge them up. So what I'm going to do is I'll take the battery out of this one, show you how I do it, and then we'll go from there. I'll move that over a little bit. But it's a really simple job. Swap my screwdriver heads. So you just unscrew the back of them. Like that. Need a little screwdriver. Just apply up the corners. And there you go. There's the back removed off of that one. I'll place that there. So now you can see the actual gubbins with the battery connected. Now all I've done, the technique I've got is cut the power like that. Just like that. So you got two wires now, and you know your red's your positive. Now what you can do, for a little tip before you remove it or before you cut it even, is you could just put yourself, because there's no plus and minus on them, you could put a plus there and a minus there, so it's like that. So when you take them out, this is a few I've already done, and basically all you do then is just lift the battery out. Now you can put that to the side because you don't need that bit for a minute, but there you go. So you can see it like that. It's got the two ends on it, but as you can see, if you look carefully, you cannot see a plus and minus on this battery at all, right? But there is a slight ring on the plus. It's where they do the protection from, like, you know, from plus to negative. But all I do then is I break away this piece off of here. Simple job. It just comes off after a bit. Just keep wriggling it, and eventually it'll come off. There you go. See, just like that. Same with the negative. You don't need it on there, and it's just like that. So those bits are removed now, right? So now I'll put this in my charger. So there you go. Now he's going up there. This one is fully charged, look. So that's what I've done earlier. So I'll put that there because that's going back in a kit, look. And as you can see, 500 MA, look. So, you know, it's a bit of bullshit what you see on some of these listings. And I got these off Amazon, but they are really good lights, so it's worth doing, like. So now I leave that. That'll be about an hour to fully charge that battery up. But yeah, so basically all I do then is what I'll do is I'll work on, say, this one just to show you. Right, so all I'm going to do is, as you can see here, I've got the two wires and I've bared them off so you can see. Right, now I have learnt that they just need a little bit more off than that for them to work in the switch thing I've got going on. So there you go, that's that one. And there's that one. Okay. Now these have actually got a seal, but that type doesn't. So these have actually got a water seal. I'll put that back in a minute when I'm done. Right, now all I do with these is fold them over like that. Fold that one over like that. So you've got your plus and your negative. Now I bought these off Amazon. These turned up yesterday. I'll get one out and I'll show you. So you get quite a few for little money. So if you look at that, you just push the wire in and it clamps it up. You got to push it right in, you see. So it's straightforward and simple. So when I have to redo them again, no doubt I'll have to do them again because it's only 500 MA. So basically all I need to do is press and pull. So it's that simple. So all I'll do, look, is put that there. So you know the metal piece is down on the bottom. So face it downwards, push it in like that. Same with this one. Press it down, push it in, and that's it, look. Now it couldn't be more simpler than that, could it? I mean, that is really easy, right? So there's the seal. I'll push the seal back in. Now this is the first time I've done this model. The other model I've done a couple of them, and then I just thought, wow, I could help some of you guys out with this rather than like do what I used to do when they would pack up, bin them. Now here's the other bit. What I'm going to do is, you just need a bit of 2-core. It ain't got to be like spectacular or anything like that. Just a piece of 2-core. Cut to about that length, look. To about, like, you know, 4 inches, 4 or 5 inches long. Right. Split them. Split them apart. Okay. Now nip your 2 ends off. So you want an end that you're going to solder onto and an end that you're going to push into here. So there you go. There's my positive done. That one. And then there's that one. Right, so there you go. So I know the longer end I've cut off is what I'm going to use to put into there. And the shorter end I've cut off, I'm going to solder it to the battery. And then next time I take it apart, all I've got to do is just pop them bits. So it makes it really easy. Okay, so that's that bit. What I'll do is I'll move the camera up. I'll move some of this out the way so you can actually see. Now, using me trusty old soldering iron, best soldering iron I've ever shelled out for this one. Absolutely fantastic piece of kit. It's really fast. By the time I get that battery in there, it'll be ready. Right, so I'll put the battery in there. It's only just to do it one hand, like, you know, so I don't have to mess with it really. But yeah, I'll show you how it goes. It's quite simple. So all I'm going to do is, there's my positive, look. You can see by the mark. Right, so I'm going to put a bit of solder. This bit is only for anybody who's never done soldering before or whatever. But basically just put a bit of solder on the top there. It ain't got to be great. It ain't got to be like some sort of like fantastic job. It don't matter. You just need it so that it'll do that. Just like that. Now I want to solder my wire on there. Like I said, it's not got to be a fantastic, you know, soldering job. You don't need to be like some sort of professional to do this. Anybody can do it with a soldering iron and a bit of solder. So there's my positive. Now when you're doing this, just make sure that this positive does not touch your negative. Otherwise, trust me, you will know about it. Because these batteries pack quite a punch. And for anybody who's not in the know, these are the same batteries as what they use in a lot of e-bikes. It's exactly the same piece of kit, like. Right, so same again. Prep the top. Straightforward enough. I find that they connect, like the solder sticks best on that, the old piece where it actually had the piece of metal broke off. So there you go, let's see. I've got a nice patch there. Right, so put him on. Like I say, it ain't got to be a fantastic job. It's just a matter of getting it on there, that's all. There you go. And that's it. Switch my soldering iron off. Put them over there for safety. And that's it, look. So that's all I've done. Bit of solder on there. Bit of solder on there. Right. Now I'll go back and I'll fit it to this. So as you can see, I'll tilt the camera down a bit so you can get a good look. So basically, like how I've been doing it is get rid of this one first, the power, the plus, because that way you're not gonna short out on yourself. So there you go, he's in there like that. And as you can see, the light started coming on straight away. And he's in there. And that's it. It's as simple as that. The beauty is they've left loads of room up here. So your soldering doesn't have to be like a posh flat job or anything like that. You just push it in. So there you go. Now that will fit down in here. Just like that. I'll get it back and I'll show you. Obviously with this model, make sure your water seal's back in. Straightforward enough job. He goes like that. So there you go. Get all the screws. But yeah, they are absolute fantastic lights. Otherwise, I honestly wouldn't go to this hassle of, like, you know, getting them sorted, because a lot of the lights I bought in the past are just crap, basically. So when they pack up, I bin them and just get replacements. But these, having the bike batteries in them, I thought, well, I've got a charger, so I might as well take them out and charge them, or have a look at it. So there you go. So if I turn my shed light out, and there you go, look, see? So if I turn that one on as well, and then you can see them both in action. that's picking up off that one. But yeah, so there you go. Now you can see them fully working. But yeah, very pleased with them. So that's it pretty much. So I just got, now that is ready. So obviously when it goes again, I can just recharge it myself on my Nitecore. Like these battery chargers, they're quite cheap. They're about 12 quid on eBay, on Amazon. I'm not sure how much they are on eBay, but you're bound to find them cheaper than that. Anyway, that was just me having a quick look yesterday. But obviously I already had one, so I didn't have to worry about it. But yeah, so that one now is ready to go back out. So yeah, but pretty cool. Anyway, hope you find this useful. If you do, click like. And please share the video. Let's get more people on that subscribing button. That'd be great. Anyway, I'll leave you to the rest of your day. Hope you found this really helpful. And I'll see you again. Stay careful out there. And get out and ride.